everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. Today we are going to get into my favourite books of studies. Studies, or etudes, are technical exercises disguised as beautiful pieces of music, or rather pieces that are going to be really good for your technique. Oh, there's loads of great ones for the recorder in all different abilities, styles of music, so I'm going to take you through some of my favourites and play them for you. Oh, let's start with Bousquet. This is actually classical romantic music for the recorder, something we don't see very often. It's super 19th century, cheesy, schmaltzy classical. Oh. Ooh, number 20 is nice. So if you want something romantic and pretty but challenging, Bousquet. Something in the same style but more of an intermediate standard are the 40 Studies by Krähmer. They're for soprano recorder. Oh, they're so pretty and very playable. But the last piece in the book gets pretty the first piece goes. From very easy to very twiddly, the 40 progressive pieces by Krähmer, super nice. Hans Keuning, he wrote loads of studies for the recorder, and they're also in the kind of middle intermediate range. 25 etudes for the alto. The easiest one in the book sounds like this. That's the last piece of the book, and there's some super beautiful slow movements in here as well. That's really, So it's a bit more the Baroque end of classical style. And if you like this book, there are loads more books by Hans Keuning. One of the classics, 5 Studies for Finger Control by Frans Brüggen for the alto recorder. Now when you're playing a study, it's really good to think about what is it for? Is it for your breath control or articulation? These are really clearly for your fingers. So number 1. Number 2 is always the favourite. nerds of you out there, this reminds me of 1940s British neoclassicism, when they were very nostalgic, romantic, thinking of the past. So yeah, beautiful pieces in their own right and very healthy for your fingers. Next up we have The Daily Lesson by Hans Ulrich Staeps. It's pretty dry, to be honest. It's really technical exercises, very systematically written out and based upon scales. So you wouldn't choose this for its melodic beauty. It is really handily and logically laid out per subject. Things like pentatonic sequences, leaps in third, the F major scale, the chromatic scale, chordal progressions. Let's see if I can play chordal progressions, shall we? If you just want something pretty to play, this might not be the book for you. But if you want to really understand the kind of theory behind the things that you're playing, for example, if you're playing a piece, you see it's got a lot of thirds in it or a lot of chromatics, you can look for the accompanying exercise from here and apply that. Doesn't that sound like fun? I joke, but actually I've used exercises from here in my daily practice for the past 15 years, so it is healthy. Set up in a similar way, but I think way more engaging, is the book by Helmut Monkemeyer, Book 2. It's arranged per chapter, so like flat keys, sharp keys, scales, trills. It starts off with some quite dry technical exercises and then includes loads of examples from Baroque music. So for scales, the technical exercise sounds like this. Oh my gosh, it's actually really hard. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so the technical exercises are challenging. Then in the Baroque examples we have loads of Telemann, scales. Then we have a whole section. The section on intervals, we have some Louis. All in all, there are 114 short pieces in this book. This is so good. Can you believe I've had this book in my library for years? I glanced at it a couple of times and I really got it out to have a look for this video, and it's amazing. A classic of the British repertoire are the studies by Alan Davies. He wrote 2 books, one for soprano tenor and one for alto. I have the soprano one. These are challenging. They're rhythmically complex, you have a lot of irregular time signatures, a lot of accidentals and kind of atonal writing. They really have this British eccentricity about them that I love. And others are much more, almost like a jazzy feel. many accidentals. This is super good for your brain. None of it really falls naturally under the fingers because it keeps being unexpected. That's why I like coming back to these exercises again and again. I've saved the best for last. This is incredibly dense, incredibly detailed and nerdy, not at all fun to play and very difficult. Yeah! Number 1 is all about the right hand. Number 2 is the left hand from and number 3 is called the 28 steps. It's every possible combination of notes on the recorder. These are for if you really enjoy working hard on your fingers in a very detailed, systematic way. There were times in my life when I absolutely loved this. I worked on these pieces for a whole year. If you want an extremely advanced, detailed challenge, the 3 exercises are the best thing you can do for your fingers. And while we're on the subject of working on our craft and our creativity at home, I'd like to take a second to talk about Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that I've been partnering with for quite a while now, and they are kindly sponsoring this video. On Skillshare, you can follow detailed online courses at your own pace in a huge range of subjects. Skillshare's classes are designed to fit into your life, so you can do them from home. Really handy right now, and you can do them at your own pace, and they encourage you to really find real growth. So it's different from just watching a video where you think, okay, I could do that. It really takes you through step by step. The nice thing is that Skillshare is also really affordable if you want to learn something new. It works out at less than $10 a month, but the first 500 of my subscribers to click on the link below will get 2 months of premium membership absolutely free. So go and explore your creativity. So those were my favourite study books on the recorder. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here. Over here is the Team Recorder Patreon, where you can choose to support the channel, and up here is last week's video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!